Hey there, Sean Bailey, and welcome to the Sales Funnel Nerd Podcast. So today we're going to be talking about how I made my first dollar online. And you're going to want to make sure that you go to www.seanbailey.com /FBP, as in funnel blueprint, to get your funnel blueprints, get your copy of them, because I'm going to be referring to those today as we talk about this. So, um, this was way back in the career and the learning, as far as once I finally kind of cracked the code and made the first dollar online. I tried just a bunch of stuff that had just amounted to nothing. When you like have a service that shows you how much money you've made, and it's always like at $0, like that kind of situation, just for so long. You log in day after day and just see $0, and yeah, you kind of feel like a failure. But then eventually you get to the point where good things happen. So I had finally, I had learned from, his name was James Francis, and he was the one who kind of showed me the concept of funnel, talked about funnels. I was starting to hear about it, but he was the one who really had like a awesome course that broke it down for me and showed me essentially all the different pieces to funnels, like your landing page, your like domains, lead magnets, the layout of a funnel. And, I didn't really understand it, but the first thing that I got set up was an affiliate marketing funnel. Because, I mean, when you start out, of course, you don't have anything, right off the bat to sell, or maybe you do, but for most people, you don't. And I surely did not. So, kind of got, towards the affiliate marketing side of things. So the niche that I went into was like Amazon Kindle. I was like, okay, this is going to be a big thing. Let's go into that. And it wasn't too bad because obviously it worked out as far as how things went. But um, now I spent like my learning for this course. It was like in chunks, and it was like weeks of it. And then once I got to a certain point, like it was always like like do the stuff, and it was what do you call it, drip fed. So I would have to wait for new content, new stuff to get unlocked, new content to get unlocked. But I would just go and do the chunks. And this was it was like fall, kind of like summer through fall, because I launched the actual ad itself and started setting things up. It was in November, and the product that I set up for was in ClickBank, and I set up my ClickBank account so I could, according to his training, was like a good affiliate marketing network to go in. So I went in and set up my stuff with ClickBank, and that's how I kind of got introduced to ClickBank and affiliate marketing, as well as like setting up your own products. But back then I was still using like the service that I was using. It was about, like this page was your landing page, and then this page was your thank you page, and I had to like glue my funnels together still. So it was like, having like a map and then like a list of links and making sure that this link points to this link, and like even like a two-page funnel, there was like a good measure of complexity to it, which was, and this was all that I had set up here. So like in the funnel blueprints, if you're looking at the lead gen funnel, the landing page itself was pretty simple there. So it was, what it was when they got to the landing page, it was like pretty much a big background picture, just a little center box with like, a hard hitting headline. And then like, I don't even know if I was asking for first name or any kind of name. I think it was just email. I was just trying to get somebody to opt in, or as many people to opt in as much as possible. I was just starting out, so I just wanted to actually have this thing convert. So um, the it was a pretty simple landing page, and then once they opted in, they were gonna learn about how to people who were interested in Amazon Kindle, self-publishing ebooks. That was the niche that I went into. So the lead magnet was that I was going to give them, I don't think there was a PDF involved, but it was going to be like a video on the next page. Now, this was way back. This was like first video days. So this was pretty terrifying concept for me to go and actually cut a video. And I know it's like super impressive right now, but believe it or not, it was actually quite a bit worse back then. Way, way worse. So, okay, one of my monitors packed it in, so I'm having slight technical difficulties, but looks like we're still recording, so that's good. Might have to set up more of a dedicated machine to record the podcast because, yeah, maybe pushing things a little too hard, a little too rough. good thing that we're just capturing the camera. So, anyways, back to, I'm just going to kind of reset a couple things here. So, back to the funnel. So, after they got to my landing page and opted in, they would get sent to a page that I had set up, and it was very simple as far as the layout. So after they opt in, they're going to get taken to traditionally what I call it is the thank you page, and it's the next page in line. And usually with really crappy funnels, you'll see that it's like an opt-in page, or if somebody's just kind of setting up and wants to just see if they can, if people opt in or testing out. But the thank you page shouldn't just say like thank you. It shouldn't be just a white page that says like thank you. If you've gone through the trouble to get people to opt in, you shouldn't, and you've got their attention, you should be taking advantage of it with a funnel, right? So the setup was pretty simple. Just gonna see if I can bring this up again. Oh, that was a mistake clicking on things. But so on the thank you page, what I did was I was instructed as far as the methodology was to, do some type of lead magnet. So it could be like a PDF or it could be a thing. And I just kind of started exploring I thought, okay, well, video's pretty big, video's pretty powerful. So let's go with that. So terrifying. I was terrified to do it, but I sat down and cut the video, walking people through the process of self-publishing an ebook. Kind of a 10,000-foot view of all the steps that are involved. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like a 5-step process. So it was a pretty simple video, and then underneath the video, I had a link that came up for them to or a button underneath with my affiliate link for them to click on, and then they would get taken to an affiliate offer, right? My affiliate link was on the button there, so they would go over to this other offer that I found on ClickBank. That was it was $127, and it was like a whole full-blown thing on how to publish your own ebook online. So it was November the 7th when I sat down and was like, okay, I have an advertising budget of literally $50. Like, even that $50 was like a painful $50. Like, I was not, this was rough to part with this $50, but it was, this was online business endeavor. So let's, spend it on Facebook ads. And it was, I had 5 days of Facebook ads lined up. I was just going to let this ad run for 5 days, $10 a day, because you can go in there and customize your Facebook ads as far as your daily ad spend. So, but this was like years ago, so who knows how many iterations their ad platform has gone through, but it's still, it's still pretty basic as far as you can decide how much you want to spend on ads per day. So with my whopping $50, I set up it was like not a really great Facebook ad. I don't even remember what the headline was as far as the offer copy, but I remember I had a picture of a woman holding a laptop, and she was looking at the laptop, and it was like kind of like blowing her hair back, and she was like super surprised. And for whatever reason, that chick got people to click on the thing and go over. So I set the ad up on the 7th of November and then like let it run, and then it only took like 24 hours for the first sale to come in. But the when people would click on the ad, they would get taken to the squeeze page, right? And then they would opt in. So I can't remember what the squeeze page was converting at, but it was doing pretty decent. I'm going to say around over 20%, I want to say. So like pretty decent on that side of things. So that was good. And then as far as the video, it was, I think it was like a 5-minute video, maybe less, but it was like, like to do the video, it was like, I'm pretty sure I did an entire practice take of the material before I even hit the record button, because it was like, this was pretty terrifying, right? So I did an entire take just to kind of get used to the sound of my voice, because I hadn't done really anything like similar to that before, any kind of recordings or speaking or fairly just other than chit-chatting with friends. This wasn't like something that I had done, but it was like, hey, you gotta, if you're gonna accomplish things in your life, you gotta get out of your comfort zone. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I sat back and was like, okay, I'm just gonna bite the bullet, hit record, and do this. And I went for it, and it was terrible, so bad, just so bad. It was incredibly rough, and like the worst part was like monotone, right? Like I was just like, okay, so you're gonna click on this, and then we're gonna make sure that you get your ebook published on Amazon by filling out this, and then you want to fill out the. It was terrible, terrible, right? But I did it. I got it done, and the main thing is that like you do something and you do it again and again. Eventually, like, you stop sucking to the point where you're like, hey, looks like I'm actually not too bad at this, right? Takes a while to get to like excellent and greatness, but now, I mean, at least with videos, I can sit down and cut them. And this was a different type of thing as well. My videos normally are very like screen capture videos, right? So, but I did it, cut the video, and then, went in, and it was like, I think it was like two PowerPoint slides, pretty like low tech, low budget video. Signed up for YouTube. That was when I first like set up my YouTube account and uploaded the video. And that was, yeah, like one of the first videos I think I've uploaded to YouTube. It's crazy. Probably the first. I have to go back and check the history, but it's in the top three. So, went into the page, into the editor, set up the video, placeholder, then put the YouTube link, and it was like, hey, it worked, and that felt pretty majorly technical for me at that time. But so then of course, before I actually did anything, then I logged in, or went to like a private browser window, and then went to the funnel, tested it, make sure that everything worked and that it went where it was supposed to. And that's when once that was done, that was the last step before I actually committed to the ad on like the 7th of November. But as far as the pace that I did things then, who knows? It was probably like months of setup just to get like a 2-page funnel going on. But the main thing is that it was like, yeah, I woke up in the morning. It was like I'm pretty sure it was a Monday morning. But I got up, went downstairs, just kind of like just daily habit, log in, see what's going on, see if they're like things got traffic, what it converted at. I was just a stat. Just couldn't stand not checking stats on things and refreshing and checking stuff out and just going logging into I think it was JV Zoo. No, sorry, or into ClickBank, and just seeing, finally, like normally it was like zeros, and it had finally been changed up, that it was not a zero, and it was, yeah, because it was like $127 product, and it was a 50% commission, so it was like $68. So even if nobody else clicked on the thing and opted in and went on my ad, at least I had made like $18 off my $50. So um, but then, even the nice thing is that taught me about, as far as like lead generation. That was the first like kind of list that I built as far as people signing up and creating an email list that I could go. And I even had, at that point, I felt like I was a little bit ahead of the game just because of the training, and I had like an email series ready to go that offered them some more stuff. So that was really like, okay, like full bore into funnels, because I see that it can work, right? Like you can put out an ad, people will go, you can they will click on something, whether it's your product or an affiliate product that, if they're interested in it and it's a good offer, people will go and buy. But yeah, that was it. That was how the first online dollar went. It was through, yeah, an affiliate offer through in the Amazon Kindle self-publishing of ebooks niche. So and the funny thing is that even though I was like walking through this process of, like I'd done the process of creating an ebook, but yeah, I don't, even to this day, I don't think that book is actually sold. It was a pretty terrible, terrible ebook. Other ones have sold, thankfully, but not that first one. But that was, yeah, affiliate marketing. It's a great way to go. And in the blueprint there, like, yeah, on the thank you page, just set up an affiliate link, a button underneath, and then set up your own, video sales page. Start up a funnel, and that's how easy it can be. And then it was later on, after like, after what will usually spur you in the affiliate marketing game is seeing, okay, what if I was the product creator and, distributed out to affiliates or had control over the product or got 100% of the take, and or in my case, you have a bad experience with an affiliate who doesn't pay you, and then you're like, maybe I'll go and create my own products and maybe take control of this business myself. So, and not that I still don't do affiliate marketing. Like, it's a great thing. It's just, it should be like a stream of revenue. Your affiliate marketing stream of revenue, consulting funnel revenue, info product funnel revenue, multiple streams of revenue when it comes to business. That's one thing that I've learned. But that's how, yeah, the first online dollar came in. So thanks for listening to this podcast episode, and I will see you in the next one.